Hoisting from a bed. Prior to any moving and assisting technique, ensure you are following all relevant PPE policies, procedures and guidelines. Make sure you have read and understood the individual's care plan and that the equipment you are planning to use is suitable and safe for the individual. Prior to using any piece of equipment, ensure you are making the appropriate safety checks. This could include the Lola service date, the safe working load, the wheels can run freely and the battery has some charge. We check all slings prior to use for rips, tears, frays, and to ensure it's suitable for the task in hand and for the individual. Where possible, we raise the bed to waist height, ensuring the bed brakes are on. Along with the risk assessment process, good communication and preparation prior to the task in hand is key to a successful moving and handling scenario. Communication with the resident and the staff team promotes dignity and respect, whilst also ensuring everybody is aware of what the task or plan is. Remember, not everybody communicates with speech. We then roll the individual onto their side and line up the sling with the centre of their back. Push the sling underneath the individual, ensuring you use a flat hand and push down into the mattress. Roll the individual to the other side and pull the sling through, ensuring it's flat against the bed and is not twisted. Pull the leg straps under the individual's legs and secure the dignity strap. Ensure the brakes on the bed are applied. Make sure there is sufficient room under the bed to make sure the hoist doesn't get caught in the cables. Bring in the hoist from the side, which you'll be transferring from. Bring the spreader bar in over the individual's chest. Once the hoist is brought in, apply the brakes to the hoist, remembering to remove the brakes prior to lifting. Lift the individual's head on the bed to a suitable and sufficient height. Attach the sling to the spreader bar as specified in the manual handling risk assessment as found in the individual's care plan, ensuring that the spreader bar is held whilst doing this to stop it from swinging. At this point, you should check that the sling is still fitted correctly. The top of the sling needs to be by the shoulders and the bottom of the sling to be positioned by the coccyx. Ensure the brakes of the hoist are removed when using to allow the equipment to find its own centre of gravity. This will reduce the chance of the hoist tipping over. A member of staff will operate the hoist while the other will support the individual, ensuring they are comfortable and prevent them from swinging. Hoist the individual up only enough to clear the bed or the seat height of the chair. One member of staff should support the individual's legs off the bed while the other moves the hoist. The destination should be approached from the front with the feet of the hoist either side. At this point, you should open the hoist legs. The staff member who is supporting the individual in the sling must use the straps at the back of the sling to ensure the resident is right to the back of the chair, the hoist can now be lowered. As soon as the individual is in the chair, the staff member must hold the spreader bar and watch the hoist while the other ensures that the individual is comfortable and is in a correct seated position. Ensure that you bring the spreader bar down between the chest and waist of the individual before unhooking the loops and removing the hoist. Hold the spreader bar as you move the hoist away. To remove the sling, pull the leg straps from underneath the client's legs. You can get down onto the floor at this point to assist the client's feet onto your knees. This will allow the sling straps to be removed from under the individual's legs safely. Lower the individual's feet to the floor. To remove the sling from behind the individual, you can use the cradling technique as shown in another video, or you can ask the individual to lean forward. Before leaving the client, ensure they are comfortable. Some unsafe practices often witnessed when using equipment. Tilting of a chair. We should never allow the chair to tilt when carrying out a manual handling or moving an assisting manoeuvre, as this can cause injury to the individual if the chair were to fall backwards or if the legs were to slip. One person hoisting. Hoisting always requires a minimum of 2 people. Ensure that you always have another person to complete this with you, as there are too many risks to one person using it. Never leave the brakes on the hoist or a stand aid. The only time you need to use the brakes is in extreme circumstances on a risk-assessed basis. You may apply the brakes when you attach the sling straps, but must remember to remove the brakes after. Leaving the brakes on can cause the equipment to tip, as the piece of equipment will not find its own centre of gravity.